Hello, welcome to Iron Cherry 61. Today, I'll be talking about this feature that many experienced Total War player, including myself, might miss out on. So this is something, it's something called the faction ranking. So it's not just for Napoleon Total War, other Total War as well. So it's called the prestige in Napoleon. So currently, France has the most prestigious military. So the military prestige is based on the strength of your army, your military research, and your military conquest. So Russia has zero military prestige because like if you look at our research, we don't have any like military research. And let's check our army size. So this is how big our army is. Okay, 632704872 men in 872 men in Kutuzov, 704 in Benisan. So all this. And let's go to see France. Okay, France.
France.
Okay, so for France, okay, so France led their research. So they really research conscription and they research army corps organization. That's why they have 2 military prestige. Let's check their army size. Their army size. See how big the army is. Seems to be more than the Russia or same. Someone can do the calculation and see whose army is bigger This is just turn 1. So yeah, that's my point. So having an idea of the comparative strength in terms of like in military economics or research or enlightenment will give you a good idea on how to formulate certain strategy like diplomacy. So example, I show you in my Austria campaign. Where's my Austria campaign? I played this. I've shown a walkthrough in some of my past video for this Austria campaign. So as Austria, my Austria campaign. Prestige, let's compare. So currently, France and Austria is roughly equal. Prussia is 40. Okay, so both of us are equally strong. So currently, I'm waging war with Spain and France. So the combined strength of France and Spain is more than mine, but Spain is too far away to influence affairs in Central and Western Europe. So now I'm fighting with France only. I'm focusing on my military strength on France. I form my alliance with Russia. That's my alliance. Diplomacy. Yeah, I form alliance with Russia. Is Russia fighting with France? Yeah, they're at war with France. So I have Russia as my ally. So if you compare as Russia is 10, 18. So the thing is like even if Russia decided to backstab me and fight a war with me, I don't have much to fear from them because their prestige is very low. So as Austria, I'm capable of fighting a two-front war against France and Russia. Yeah, but if Prussia has quite a sizable military, they are half of my army strength. So if they decided to declare war on me, then the war is a lot harder because they have 40. So with France military strength and Prussia military strength, they are stronger than me. So that's why diplomacy wise, I try to be friendly with Prussia. So let's see as the war goes on. Austria. So like I say it's good to know like as the campaign goes on, it's good to know how successful your campaign is against the enemy. So you check out, let's say you fought this very important battle, then you see how much the enemy military strength has reduced. Then you have an idea of how decisive this battle was. So let's see the prestige. Okay. So I'm currently at the strongest military. So France is like far below me because I've conquered all this region. France there has Paris, they have Cannes and all this. But I've conquered southern France. So yeah. So this is prestige. Economies is also a good indication of the strength of a faction. But I think military is more important. Then second is economies. Then navy power wise, France has quite a sizable navy. Yeah. So this is what you can do to understand this how you can if you understand if you understand if you can see the prestige of your enemy, then you can how you formulate strategy when it comes to fighting a multi-front war, which is a video that I'll be putting up later. So it's my next video is something to do with because I recently played in medieval 2 Total War as Holy Roman Empire. So I was trying to come out with this multi-front strategy, how to fight a multi-front war. So you fight against different enemy on different front, then you use the military ranking as a way to gauge the enemies are. So let's say in the western front, maybe this enemy is a lot stronger, so you need to put more forces there. Then in the eastern front, the enemy is a lot weaker, so you don't need a strong army there. Just need to hold them off. Yeah. Last, let me show you my UK campaign now. So UK. So like I say, it's about how you formulate how prestige and how you like determine the diplomacy and your strategy. Then UK. Prestige. Let's see. So I've conquered all this region. So currently France still has a very strong military because I think they keep winning battle as well. If you win battle, you can add to your prestige. So they have the strongest. So this at this stage is very interesting because now only 3 major nations are left. So we are like the key 3 kingdoms scenario. 3 of us are fighting each other. So France has the strongest because France has control over Central Europe. Then I have control over Western Europe. Then Russia has control over Eastern Europe. So now we are fighting out among each other. Then if you check prestige, France is still very strong. Navy wise, they are even better than me for some reason. Maybe they have more advanced naval research and all this. I don't know. I've conquered Spain. Okay, then let me backtrack a bit. Great Britain. So this was when I decided to do D-Day. Okay, this is the D-Day period. I land in Normandy. Or Normandy, or maybe is that region Normandy? I don't know. Basically, I'm referring to the northwestern tip of France. That port is loading us. Just wait. Here, so I just land an army at northwestern tip of France. So at this time, France is like very aggressive against Prussia. France is fighting a war against Sicily, Prussia, Russia. So while France was expanding westward, I was making gains in Western Europe. So you check the prestige. So currently France has the strongest military. Look at my military. They totally eclipse me. Their military strength is 10 times of mine. So so France is fighting against Austria, Prussia, and Russia. And the funny thing is that Prussia and Russia and Austria, they were failing miserably. They were conquered by France. Both Vienna and Berlin was taken by France. While I took Paris, which was interesting. So they were fighting against Austria. So France is very powerful in this game. So you have to proceed with caution when you see this military strength, and you only have like this. Economy wise, they are much stronger than me. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about, the prestige, or you call it the faction ranking. So you can how you like fight a multi-front war, and also determine diplomacy. And then the last thing on top about is like the trade mechanism. So it's something I think we should try to take note. So actually Napoleon Total War, the interface might seem very simplistic, but actually there's a lot of hidden mechanism that you will miss out if you never have the curiosity to study and find out. So you look at the trade, the world market currently, ivory is the most valuable trading commodity. So ideally you should put all your eggs in one basket, as what Warren Buffett say. Don't diversify your trade if it's not profitable. So let's say as ivory, I should just put all my trade ships in ivory trade post, which is here. Ivory is here. Here, or run. Rather than spreading out your trading ships among the different trade posts, you should put everything here, provided that you can make sure you don't lose all your investment. Like, because if the enemy navies are nearby, they sink all your trade ships and boom, all your investment are gone. So it depends on which country. As UK, maybe ivory is not a good place to trade because you are so far away. Then Spain can blockade you anytime. But if you're Spain, then maybe ivory is the best way to make money. You can just recruit a lot of trade ships and just put here, and you can protect your ships from enemy raiders. So like, if you look, ivory is the most valuable. It costs $42. The second most valuable commodity is spice. So you also must invest a lot of trade ships in spice. So think of this like business or economy. It's like how much the trade ships is like your capital, and all these are your earnings. The price is your earnings. But of course, this thing is very dynamic. It's based on this price. This price is based on the supply and demand. So, or the supply and demand can affect like this. This is the supply. Look at this. The supply. Then the demand is at the top. So as the supply and demand changes, then the prices will change accordingly. So if there's too many supply of ivory, so if I have too many if I have too many trade ships at the ivory trade post, then the supply is so much, but the demand is getting lower, probably because of the demand is based on maybe the export. Maybe not many countries are importing the ivory, then the prices here will drop. So it's something you can try to manipulate the demand and supply. So actually, I say it's a very Napoleon Total War is actually a very complex game. A lot of mechanism you have to take note. Like here you see, the government popularity is low, 32%, because of public order. So if you want your government to be more popular, you have to make sure the public order in your settlements are higher. Like you can build more church, build more city that is based on public happiness. So you try to increase the public order, then your government will be more popular. They can even fire this minister, or this minister is useless, he's not providing any repression, they kick him out, and the opposition will get in, blah blah blah. Then there's even election, you can even hold instant election, constitution, monarchy. So if you have to confine all these different things, then you find actually this game is quite complex. I see you can manipulate the text. Maybe you think of all these things you can think of like, okay, look at the region wealth. What is region wealth? Tower wealth is 3070. Then mining, all this provide money. Then you can think of you can come up with strategy like, which city should I take from the enemy, because most of the wealth comes from this area. Then you can meet the war a lot easier. So this is what I want to talk about. So let me know what you think. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.